I'm just pleased with the way our kids just battled tonight. The Tyler kid was just phenomenal. His stuff is electric. That kid's got a very bright future. We're really fortunate he wasn't in the zone and he gave us some opportunities, but his breaking ball and his fastball just, I think he touched a 98 and a 99, and so that guy could really pitch. But I thought Austin battled and matched him pitch for pitch, just in a different style. But pleased with the way we came back, and we had some guys contribute off the bench. Marrero steps up and hits the ball hard for us in the middle of the field, and Cody Brown does a great job for us and hits the ball hard in the middle of the field. We had a lot of guys who sat on the bench for 2 hours waiting for their opportunity. When they got it, they made the most of it. So, I thought Sexton did a great job for us tonight, but Rigby just was spectacular with his sink, and 88 to 91 with big time sink from a low arm slot, and threw a ton of fastballs and really pitched with tempo and engaged our defense, and we made some plays behind him. John Holland, he's like a highlight reel tonight all by himself at second base. What a great job he did all night defensively, and really got us going with the first hit.
Is it a sign of this offense's maturity now that they could wait for those first 6-7 innings getting no hit and still stay confident at the plate?
Yeah, I think so. Just the quality of Tyler's stuff. If he's in the zone, man, he is just a tough guy to deal with. We watched all the film on him, and it's just so hard to see, on film how much spin he's creating and how good his breaking ball is. It's hard to lay off pitches out of the zone against him because he got about 0.32 seconds to make your decision. So. Just real credit to him. I just thought he was phenomenal tonight. He probably deserved to have a chance to win the ballgame the way he pitched. But he had an elevated pitch count early in the game, got up to I think 96, 98 pitches, and they took him out, and we were able to scratch some runs late.
What's it feeling like in that seventh inning when you look out there and he's not out there anymore? Is there a sense of relief a little bit in the dugout?
Well, sure. I mean, when a guy's that dominant, yeah, and he's not in the ballgame anymore, that is a sense of relief. But also the thing is, when you're in that situation, you got to look at your entire year and say, we need this guy to go out there, 10, 11, 12 more times for our ball club. So, I think he was phenomenal, and it was just good for us that Nate Lowe by himself. I don't know the exact number here, but I want to say Nate Lowe caused him to throw 25 pitches in his first 3 at-bats by himself. Which is remarkable, or something like that. And when you have one guy just battling that much in the batter's box against a power arm like that, it makes a difference later on in the game.
The way Holland played the last couple of games, when you fill up a lineup card, are you going to start looking at his name more and more?
Well, John's had 2 really nagging injuries. One in the fall, he had a hand injury that he got playing in summer ball in California. And then he had a little back issue where he really couldn't move early on, and I think he's just getting back into real baseball shape to where he can make the kind of plays he made tonight and contribute offensively. So, I mean, 100% John Holland, there's no question he's going to help our ball club.
What do you think his attitude was?
Phenomenal. He's a senior, a leader, cheering for everybody, doing what he can, trying to steal pitches in our dugout. I mean, he just locked in on trying to help our team win baseball games. He was absolutely phenomenal.
I think Ryan Rigby had a tough outing in California, and he's really kind of bounced back. The last 2 weeks especially, he's looked really good. What have you seen from him that he's improved, and how do you feel like he's pitched last 2
Well,
weeks?
The command and the sink of his fastball. He's getting to both sides of the plate with his fastball, and when you can do that with the kind of sink that he has from that arm angle, especially on right-handed, it's just very difficult to put the barrel in a good spot against him. So, I just thought he was phenomenal.
How big is it from a confidence standpoint, momentum standpoint, to win the first 2 SEC series?
Yeah, it's always big. You win the first 2, but then you start. Every game matters. You just look at it. There is no difference between this game tomorrow and the first game we played at Vanderbilt. All these 30 SEC games matter. Every pitch matters. So. You just treat each one of them independently, and I think our kids are doing a great job of that. I think they understand that every single pitch matters and every single game matters. They're going to do everything they can to try and sweep a Georgia team that's very, very difficult to sweep, a very talented Georgia team. So when you get those opportunities in this league, they don't happen very often for anybody. But when you get that opportunity, you really want to take advantage of it.
Go ahead.
Is plan still to go with Daniel? Is plan to go with Daniel Brown tomorrow?
We're going to talk about that right now. You know, we've gone right-handed 2 times in a row, and we feel like we've been pretty successful with that. That might play into our conversation. And we've got some young guys pitch really, really well also in relief. So we're going to talk about those guys too. We'll probably make that decision here in the next 30 minutes.
How key have the veterans been in these first 2 series?
Yeah, they've been great. You know, I mean, you look at the lineup, you see that many juniors. You know, a Brent Rooker guy who's in his 3rd year, but he's a sophomore. When you have that kind of experience in your lineup, I think there is a confidence. I think there's a swagger, and I think there's a leadership component that's very important to your ball club.